Well, comedian Paul Mecurio bringing his award-winning Broadway show Permission to Speak, directed by Frank Oz, to Rams Head in Annapolis. It's Saturday, November 23rd.
He's an Emmy winner known for his work on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, as well as his specials on Comedy Central, HBO, and The Tonight Show. Plus, he also hosts the podcast Inside Out with Paul Mecurio.
He joins us now live this morning. And Paul, we are really happy to have you here joining us in Baltimore. And you are bringing your very unique Broadway show to our area. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, we did this show in New York City on Broadway. Great to be with you guys. And it's a show involving my stand-up and telling stories, but also the audience members. I like to talk to audience members. It's not crowd work like where people get made fun of. It's just getting stories from people. It's been great. We're sort of nameless, faceless, disconnected, divisive. But if we get together and share stories, we realize we have more in common than we think. And we get these amazing stories. And it's directed by Frank Oz, who created The Muppets with Jim Henson, directed Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, Little Shop of Horrors. He's the original Yoda. Okay, try being directed by the original Yoda. Okay, it's a little intimidating. And by the way, the backwards talking thing, he never stops. He never stops. Like you go out to dinner with him, steak I will have. I get it, Frank. You're Yoda. Enough. Okay, but it's been really cool. We're getting amazing stories. Like we had this blind trio, two sisters and the husband of one of the sisters, and I just started talking to them, and we have a clip and. They were just hilarious about their relationship.
Wow.
Are you sight impaired?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you completely blind or sort of blind?
I have a little bit of vision. I would say blind. I don't think you want me driving. You
I'm sorry, you're Miriam?
Yes. She's Miriam. I'm Zainab, and he's
this
Ali.
is my husband, Ali.
Oh, how are you? Oh, and you're blind also?
Yeah. We met at a conference in New Orleans, Louisiana. But then...
What was the conference? What was the conference? Do you ever listen and answer a question?
Didn't somebody teach you the first rule of show business? You answer the question you want to answer, not the question you were asked.
Oh, my goodness.
She's a pro. She was running the show, Paul.
Oh my God, she just completely took over. And that's what I love. It's like real stories, real relationships. Like I'm married, there's like, tension and whatever. And like yesterday was, I don't know if you know this, it was National Pickle Day. Did you know that? This is true. I'm not making it up.
I did not know that. Oh, okay.
And I love pickles. So my wife and I, we've been together a long time. We've been together since high school. We dated 15 years, by the way, before we got married. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She proposed finally. I can't tell you her exact words, but they ended with, or get off the pot.
Oh.
And, so I go to the refrigerator and I'm always moving on to the next thing. She's very orderly, right? So I'm in the refrigerator. I'm like, Carol, where are the pickles? She's like, you know where they are. I go, no, I don't. She goes, they're on the shelf. I'm like, I don't see them. Right? She goes, and then this is the line where she makes me feel like an idiot. She goes, are you looking? And I'm like, yeah. And right. And then I really feel like an idiot because this next line, I can't even understand what it is. I go, yeah, I'm looking. And then she goes, are you looking or just looking? I'm like, what? She goes, right. Right, guys, right? You never look for things. You're like a child. All right. She goes, all right. Well, do you see the bread? I'm like, yeah. Well, if you look, you'll notice the pickles are right behind the bread. I don't see them. Then here comes the next line. Did you move the bread? Oh my God.
Oh, boy.
I'm like, yeah, I moved it. She's like, did you move the bread or just move the bread? I moved the bread. She goes, would you move it like 2 inches? You're such a guy. You never move things. And then I'm like, okay, I moved the bread. And she's like, what do you see? I go, nothing. She goes, exactly. Because you forgot to buy pickles on the way home last night.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
Does it sound familiar,
You're
Tim?
definitely married, Paul. You're definitely married.
Exactly.
What about kids in your family? Do they complicate anything?
Yeah, they're very annoying. You know how the kids are. No, we have one. Can I show you what my son just before I got on here with you guys? He goes, Daddy, good luck on TV this morning. And you can see that he gave me his little dinosaur. Can you see that right there?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's 15. He's 15. But don't judge. Don't judge. No, he's young. Yeah, it's complicated being a parent because like I don't know how to explain the world to your kid. Like the other day, he's like, we're watching TV, watching Discovery, and he goes, Daddy, why does a platypus look the way it does? And I'm like, and then you just start making stuff up. I'm like, I don't know. I think I just was winging it. I'm like, I think God got exhausted after creating stuff for 6 days, and he just started slapping things together. He's like, what do we got left for spare parts in the warehouse? What's that, a duck's bill? Put it on a beaver's butt and get it out of here.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Paul, we are really looking forward to your show. We're glad that you're coming here. So you'll be here in just about a week, just about a week from tomorrow. All right.
Thank you so much.
Maryland
We appreciate
Hall,
you coming on.
November 20th. Yeah, thank you. November 23rd, Maryland Hall. I'm bringing pickles for everybody. So come on out.
Wonderful.
And we'll look for them.
Exactly.
Paul Mecurio, thank you, and happy travels to you. We'll look forward for you here in Baltimore.
Thanks for having me. A lot of fun.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
You too.